As we enter 2025, SpaceX is not lagging behind. It is taking on the challenge to push the frontiers of space exploration. With much anticipation, the Flight 7 of Starship is slated for January 10th. It promises revolutionary upgrades and bold new capabilities. Here's a deeper dive into what's happening at Starbase and beyond. What's new for Starship Flight 7? Introducing Block 2. Starship SpaceX is unveiling Block 2 Starship, crammed with high-tech technology. This is one of the key steps in spacecraft development and brings with it such features as metallic heat shield tiles with active cooling, streamlined aerodynamics by redesigning the heat shield edge, and smoother entry into Earth's atmosphere to relieve stress on the craft. Payload Deployment System. Starship will carry and deploy 10 Starlink dummy satellites for the first time, making this flight a testbed for future payload missions. Reusable Raptor engine technology. One of the most exciting aspects of this flight is the reflight of a Raptor engine, marking a milestone for reusability. Previously flown on Booster 14, this engine underwent rigorous inspection and is now ready for another journey. Booster and launch preparations. Booster 15's cryogenic tests. The booster completed cryogenic tests recently, as this is the final test on its liquid oxygen tank to verify its ability in extreme conditions. Booster 15 is now brought back to Mega Bay 1 for final upgradation before flying in future missions. Booster 14 in orbital launch mount. Booster 14, with a reused Raptor engine, was successfully erected on the orbital launch mount. Test engineers are running the tanking test to ensure the booster is ready to go. Pad scrub. At Starbase, workers are taking down scaffolding and getting ready to launch Complex B for this flight. However, the installing of a water-cooled steel deck and a flame deflector is being pushed at a record pace. It is essential work that will guard the launch area from the significant force of liftoff. Why Flight 7? Different? This flight is a constellation of SpaceX's firsts, such as onboard payload deployment. Cameras on board Starship will capture the release of 10 Starlink dummy satellites into a suborbital trajectory. Splashdown in the Indian Ocean. The satellites and booster will splash down in the Indian Ocean, providing precious re-entry performance data. Advanced recovery attempts. Booster 14 will try another tower catch, as the team will try to perfect what they have learned from the previous flights. What's really going on? SpaceX's plans go far beyond the next flight. At Starbase, engineers are working on lunar and Martian systems. An airlock for a human landing system recently appeared in the Star Factory, which may indicate future crewed missions to the Moon or Mars. Advancing Mars priorities. Elon Musk's recent statements about prioritizing Mars over the Moon have raised speculation. Whether SpaceX works with NASA or goes it alone, the objective is clear: deliver meaningful payloads to the Red Planet. Why does this matter? Flight 7 is a step closer for SpaceX in its path to sustainable space exploration. With the fine-tuning of reusability, payload deployment perfecting, and testing for innovative designs, SpaceX is leading into a year of record-breaking achievements. 2025 is shaping up to be monumental not just for SpaceX, but for humanity's future in space. Will Starship pave the way to Mars sooner than expected? Stay tuned for January 10th when SpaceX launches into another chapter of space history.